right, there we are on YouTube. Take the instant pay raise challenge. All right, we're up on YouTube. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, Damon, let me see if I can get you on now. Let's see here. Well, it says you're your co-host. You don't see it?
No, I'm trying to share it.
What is it? And what is it telling you? It's telling you can't share it?
Yeah, it's not giving an option to share it to Facebook.
Hold on. Let me share my screen. First of all. What about now?
Okay, let's try this.
Get out of that. Is it giving it to you now?
No, because I do go to the share screen, right?
Yeah.
To Facebook.
All right. Well, what you got to do is, no, here what you got to do is this. All right. You got to, let me see your, and share your screen real quick. Let me stop sharing mine and share yours. Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Share your screen. All right. You see down here where it says more?
More, correct.
Click that. Illusion. All right, when you get down to where it says more, it should be a pop-up. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
All right, you see where it says share on Facebook? Go live on Facebook or something like that?
No.
Oh, shoot. All right, I'm already live on what's it called. You should be able to share it.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't seeing it. I was wondering what's going on.
Hold on. Let me stop you from sharing and let me get back on sharing real quick.
Okay.
All right, recording. All right, this is more share. Probably because I'm streaming live on YouTube. It's probably not gonna let me go live on both parties. All right, let me try this real quick. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, I see what you're doing.
All right. So everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right. I probably have to stop going live on YouTube because right here see what it says stop live stream. That's my YouTube thing. Darren, do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do where it says copy streaming link. Do you see that?
Now hold on, I'm looking for that.
In the more section.
Access to my more anymore. What the heck going
You don't see your more section anymore?
No. Okay, get it.
Yeah, let me do this then. Since you don't see your more section anymore, right?
No, it's gone.
Hold on. Let me stop sharing. All right, now do you see it?
Hold on. Nope.
Let me do this. All right. Don't worry about it. I got it. Let me do this. I'm gonna give this to everybody, and I want everybody to share this on their Facebook page. I'm gonna let me chat this out to all of you all. I'm giving everybody the streaming link. And see if y'all can share that on Facebook. Y'all got it? That's the YouTube streaming link because we're live on YouTube. And I want everybody to share that on Facebook. Y'all got it?
Don't see it.
It's in the chat. I just shared it with everyone. Does anybody see it?
No, I see it. I can't click on it. I'm not sure.
No, copy and paste it.
No, I can't copy it. Okay, there we go.
But you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Why can't you copy it then?
There we go. I can copy it now.
Okay. All right. Does everybody else see it?
No,
I don't see it, Calvin.
I don't see it either.
All right. It's in the chat. Y'all
I'm in chats.
got your chat on Zoom, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at my
Right.
my Zoom group chat, and
Yeah.
mine is blank.
Yeah, mine's blank too.
It says to everyone, type message here, but there's no messages in that group.
Yeah, nothing's there.
How is Damon seeing it? Hold on. Let me try
Nothing.
this again.
There's nothing in the chats, man.
I just sent a test message out right now.
All right. Let me try this again. All right.
Mr. like I've been
I
checking
see it.
it
I see
on the
it.
chat.
I
All right,
see
hold
it.
on.
Now I
Hold
see
on.
something. Now I see something that says testing.
Yeah, I
You
just
put
sent
testing.
that out.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all hold on. All right, now y'all should have it.
Yeah, now
Got
it's
it.
saying.
Yeah, now I see
All
it.
right. Everybody go in and share that on Facebook. That's the live stream link. Okay. I'm gonna share it on LinkedIn real quick. Because what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be kicking off the challenge. Okay, we talked about the challenge the other night, and so what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing the challenge. I want everybody to take the challenge. All right, so all right, let's go and get started, everybody. Let me go ahead and get this thing kicked off. So we can go ahead and get started here. All right, there we go. Okay. Let me stop my share real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, good morning, everybody. Well, first of all, hold on. Before I do that, let me start my recording for the record to this computer. There we go. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the National Dispatchers Network and our National Dispatchers Network members and Assurance USA. Today is Saturday, which is our normally our Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. We'll still that, but today we're introducing a challenge. Okay, now and today's challenge is the MWR Financial Take the Instant Pay Raise Challenge. y'all forgive me. This weather's kind of got my voice kind of scratchy, but it's the Instant Pay Raise Challenge. And that's our challenge for today. And while we're doing the challenge, we're going to be talking about something that's very, very important. We're going to be talking about your financial health. We're going to be talking about, your status as far as wealth is concerned. And we're going to be talking about the difference between the wealthy and the poor. Now, some of y'all are probably asking, well, Calvin, what does this have to do with trucking? Okay, it really has a lot to do with trucking because truck drivers and people who are in the industry, they're so consumed with what they're doing at the time. As a truck driver, you have to be very, very, very focused on what you're doing while you're behind that wheel because you are driving a very, very, very massive piece of equipment. And you are held to a whole different standard when it comes to accidents, people getting hurt, and the safety on the road. Okay, so your focus has to be 100% on what you are doing at the time. Okay, make no mistake about it. I know because I used to be a truck driver. Many of our members have driven trucks before. So you all understand the focus that it takes. And on top of that, you're all the way away from home, sometimes thousands of miles away from where your home is. So you got your home back there with your family, and you're not able to be there and take care of the things that you need to take care of to make sure that your family and everybody is financially secure and everything is going the way it should be, and you're plotting yourself towards your retirement and generational wealth, the whole 9 yards. All you're focused on is driving that truck and making that money and trying to get it back to your family. So with that being said, wouldn't it be nice to have a team of financial experts that could go to work for you on your behalf to do 4 key things? The first thing is lower your taxes, because when you're driving that truck, you got a whole bunch of deductions that you could be taking. And when you're driving that truck, you're making great money, but you're probably paying out a ton of money in taxes every year because you don't know how to take the proper deductions. So wouldn't it be nice to have a team of tax specialists, right, to take care of rescoping and branding your tax liability so that you get the most out of your income. So most of your income stays with you. The second thing is your credit. Look, we all know that credit is very important. It plays a role in everything that we pay for, pretty much everything that we do now. If you got a mortgage, your payments are tied to your credit. All right. If you got insurance, which everyone's got to have to drive, the payments is tied to your credit on how much it is. It's tied to your credit. Just about everything you do is tied to your credit. If you're getting health insurance, life insurance, if you're getting, just about anything when it comes to insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance, dental insurance, your premium and your rate is tied to your credit. So the better your credit is, the lower your insurance costs and the lower your monthly bills, the outgoing bills. Okay. Also, everyone has stuff on their credit that they need to get taken care of. There's stuff on your credit that's been there for years and years and years and should have came off, but it just seems to just be lingering around. It would be nice to have a professional who knows what they're doing to go in and take care of that and raise your credit scores 150, 200, 250 points. Third, your wealth. Okay. Now, if you're a person who's got all the money you've ever needed, that you ever wanted, you're wealthy and you're not worried about generational wealth, you're not worried about passing wealth on to your future generations, this may not be for you. But if you're stuck in a position to where you're wondering how other people become wealthy and why I am not, or why it seems to be so hard, I'm working every day, I'm grinding, I'm trying to get to where I need to be, but I can't seem to, get past a certain point. But I see people all the time, going into the stock market and investing and all this other stuff, and they're becoming wealthy. And it seems like the wealthier is getting wealthy and the poor is getting poor. Well, we're going to introduce you to a program where you can have a financial expert that will help you to become wealthy. And it's through two very simple things. One is called a private reserve bank account. Now, we're going to explain that in just a moment. And the other is called land banking. Now, if you haven't heard of these things, don't feel bad. A lot of people hadn't, okay? I hadn't heard of them either, and I always wondered how people get into the markets, the financial markets, and like seemingly within a couple of months or a few months or within a couple of years, they're millionaires. When you look at the markets and you say to yourself, but the market gains are only like 2%, 3%, 6%, 15, 20%. How are they? I mean, these must be people that are putting like a few $100,000 into the market, right? Wrong. And we're going to show you just how that happens and how you can do the exact same thing. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and start sharing my screen. We're going to start sharing that screen. Now, the first thing we want to talk about today that we want to show you all, as you all can see here, and can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Sure, everybody can see my screen. All right. We're gonna, what we're going to be talking about today is the main thing that we're doing today. We want everybody to take the Instant Pay Raise Challenge, okay? This is MWR Financial Instant Pay Raise Challenge, all right? Now, what is it? An instant pay raise? It's just what it says. It's an instant pay raise. We're going to show you all. You all can go to this link that you all see right there, okay? You all should see it on YouTube. We have it put up on YouTube. I'm going to share it on LinkedIn and Twitter. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to share it on LinkedIn and Twitter. Let's go to YouTube real quick and get this shared out. We're live on YouTube. We're going to share it on LinkedIn. Share as a post. And we're going to put it up right here. There's the link. Let me go ahead and type it in. Take the challenge. Now, I want all of you all to share. I sent everyone the live link so you can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Twitter, you can share it on LinkedIn. I want everybody who's in this meeting right now to share this. We want all of y'all to get it. Now, when you all share it, go to your Instant Pay Raise link and share your Instant Pay Raise link. Don't just share mine, okay? I want y'all to share your Instant Pay Raise link. Does everybody understand what we're talking about?
Yes.
Give me a second here. Let me put this in. Take the Instant Pay Raise Challenge. You copy that. So I can go and share it on Twitter and not have to redo that again. Where's my thing that says post? Okay, I see the thing that says create a post. Oh, there it is right there. Move that out the way. There we go. All right, so we got that shared on LinkedIn. Let's take a look at it real quick so y'all can see what it looks like. There it is. It's shared on LinkedIn. All right, there it is. It's live on LinkedIn. All right, now let's go and share it on Twitter. I've got a couple of Twitter accounts, so I'm going to share it on both my Twitter accounts. Okay. Uh-oh, my bad. gonna share it on both my Twitter accounts. Got two people waiting to get into the meeting here. We'll let both of them in. All right. Let me share it on my other Twitter account. Let me log out of this one. Okay, how do I log out of this thing? Give me a second. How do I log out of Twitter here? Y'all give me a second. Let me log out of this thing here. Profile. Anybody see the log out button for Twitter? Notifications, home, message, profile. They make it hard to log out of these things, don't they? They show you everything but the log out. Hold on, everybody. Probably did. Give me a second here. This is Calvin with RBBS. We're in the middle of our Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. We're live right now. How can I help you? Okay, this is who again? Okay, Ms. Hudson, do you have access to your back office? Okay, do you have? Yes, ma'am. I mean, but we're broadcasting right now. So if you want to log in, so you won't be able to log in. Okay, if you can't log in, go to YouTube and go to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. We're live on YouTube. Okay. All right. Be about 1:30. All right. All right. That was one of our members having troubles logging in. Y'all give me a second here. I'm trying to figure out how to log out of Twitter. I see everything except the log out button, which that I don't understand. That's interesting, right? All right. I don't know why I can't see the log out button.
There you go, right there.
Where?
Go down, right there. Go back up.
Oh, no, no wonder, because I've got something there that's in my way. What is this? Give me a second here. All right,
Because I can see it. Yeah, there you go. You just pass it with the mouse. Right there.
There it is. There it is. Something was in my way. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. And let me log back into my other account now. All right. Did it not just log me back in? Did y'all see that? I literally logged out and it logged me right back in. All right, there we go. That was crazy. All right. Let me log back in on the other account. Oh, come on, really? Let me try this. I'm gonna have to get on a different page. I'm gonna have to get on this one and going through the Twitter from here. I think I'm already on Twitter on this one. All right, there we go. Now I'm in my other Twitter account. All right, that's where I needed to be at. All right. Take the instant pay raise challenge. Tweet that. Let me go ahead and share this from YouTube real quick. We'll share our YouTube live, and then we'll be able to get started here. There it is right there, our live. Let me share this. All right, now. All right, now let's get started. All right, okay, now that we got that all cleared up, let's get started. All right, everybody. All right, today is the instant pay raise challenge. Now, what is the instant pay raise challenge? Now, we all know that taxes take 1/3 of your money before you even see it. Okay, that's a lot of money that comes right off the top. You know, if you're making, X amount of money and taxes is, let's say you're making $3,000. Well, let's take that back. Let's say you're making $1,200 per week or $600 per week. That's more like it. Let's say it's your job, you're earning $600 per week. Okay, so if you're earning $600 per week, and off the top, they're taking almost 30%. That's $180. So that leaves you with $420. Now, the sad part about it is, when you get that $420, and then you go buy something with it, depending on what state you're in, you're paying another what? Anywhere from 7% up to about 11, 12. And in some states, I think it's almost like 13% on your state tax, right? So you got you're paying taxes twice. Well, actually, you're paying taxes, again, because if you spend that $420, right, you're gonna pay taxes on it. So it increases by the money you're paying out, that increases by that tax. And then when you get home and you pay your mortgage, you got your real estate tax. You're paying taxes on your real estate, your property taxes. So you're paying taxes on just about everything you get. If you buy fuel, you're paying taxes on it. If you buy groceries, you're paying taxes on this. If you buy clothes, you're paying taxes on this. If you have a mortgage, you're paying taxes on that. So you're paying taxes. If you put money into an investment, a 401k, and you pull it out, guess what? You got to pay taxes on that money when you pull it out. So really, when you think about it, and you do all the numbers and you do the math, that $600 that you're supposedly getting paid, after you pay your 30% tax there, then after you pay your taxes on everything that you are purchasing, you're paying about another 20% tax when it comes to your real estate, your property tax, your fuel tax, and all the other stuff you're paying. You're minus about another 40% from that. So really, you're living on $252 a week if you're making $600 per week. Does that resonate with anybody? That's kind of sad, right? Y'all got to realize that's kind of sad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Someone just takes born free and taxed to death. You said that exactly right. Mr. Michael Taylor, you said it exactly right. You're born free, but you're taxed to death. You start getting taxed the day you're born, really. So yeah, that's exactly right. You're born free, but you are taxed to death. So what's the answer to all that? Now, here's another sad part about it. We've been conditioned to just accept it till we don't even really complain about it anymore. You know, we get our check. Oh, I got my check. You don't even think about the 1/3 that came off the top before you even got it. You don't think about when you spend money, you gotta, you know, you're paying taxes on that too. You don't think about that. And then at the end of the year, they give you a portion of it back. Well, no, they're not really. That's not what they're doing. All right, they've taken, you know, 30% and then 40% and then left you with what? 20%. And then they give you 10 to 15% back. Come on, man. After you paid them a whole bunch of money. You know, that little bit of money that they give you back is just to keep you compliant. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. To keep you feeling like, oh, okay, well, I paid in, but I'm getting something back. No, you're not. That's just to keep you compliant. Now, you've all seen the headlines. You know, we've all seen the headlines. You know, I mean, Donald Trump, the billionaire, last year in taxes, he paid $750. Well, that's no surprise to me. That's common. You know, shoot, Amazon, the richest company on the face of the planet, the guy that owns that, and Amazon itself that made trillions paid zero in taxes. Right? They paid zero in taxes. You don't have to believe me, look it up. It's public knowledge. But that's not out of the ordinary, because the American tax system and the tax code was never meant to tax the rich. It's meant to give wealthy people deductions and breaks because they are looked upon as providers of opportunity. They're looked upon as stimulators of financial growth. So there are built-in deductions and tax breaks that they take advantage of to lower their tax liability and obligation. Now, here's the thing. You all can do the same thing. We are, everyday people can do the same thing, but there's a certain way you have to do it. You have to, your W-4 has to be, when you're turning your W-4, a lot of y'all don't even realize that you have a W-4. It's the thing you fill out when you and when you get the job. Part of that package that they give you, that orientation, when you get your job, you get a W-4, you got to fill it out, and you put in there how you're going to file your taxes. Whether going to be exempt, but they're going to be this. How many dependents you have. That's your W-4. Now, depending on how you fill that W-4 out, it's going to determine how much taxes they're going to take from you. All right. Now, a lot of you all, most of you all, are not aware of the proper way to fill out your W-4 to lower your tax liability and keep more of your money, because your money is best served being with you now than you paying it out to taxes and then getting a small part of it back at the end of the year. Okay, and I'm gonna show you all, we're gonna show you all how much money you can keep in your paycheck. So when you do this instant pay raise challenge, it's gonna show you how much you can raise your income, your next check, your very next check. The amount of money that it shows there is going to show you how much money we can raise your very next check. Now, for truck drivers, this can be a lot, because truck drivers have a built-in large deduction calculator. Everything they do can be deducted from their tax obligation. Everything, because they spend a lot of money while they're on the road, and they do a lot of things that will allow them to take huge tax deductions. But it's not just for truck drivers. Everybody can use this. So let's go in and let's take a look at the instant pay raise estimator. And after we do this, we're going to talk to you all about MWR Financial and the difference between the wealthy and the poor. So I'm going to say this right now. The only difference between wealthy people and poor people is knowledge. That's it. If you don't believe that, you're going to learn exactly what we're talking about here in the next 20 to 30 minutes doing this broadcast. All right. So let's let some people in here. All right. So the instant pay raise challenge. So hopefully all of you all have shared your challenge link. Has everybody shared their challenge link? The instant pay raise, your estimator link.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Does everybody know where to find your instant pay raise estimator link? Yours, not ours, because this is mine. This is the Assurance USA's one. I want you all to share your personal one, so the people you're sharing it with, they can take the challenge on your page. And does everybody have that?
Yes.
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 All right. Because if you got it and you got it tied to your phone, you should be seeing stuff like this that's popping up on your phone like it's popping up on mine. Some people, y'all see right there? Let me show y'all this. Y'all see right there? Where it shows you that people have pretty much gone to that instant pay raise and taking the what you call. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that notification? That's someone who has clicked on and gone to the challenge. So they're taking the challenge on my link. All right. And I'm probably going to get quite a few more doing this broadcast. All right. The instant the pay raise, I'm estimating, is part of is one of the websites you get when you become an MWR Financial Director. When you get the opportunity, the business opportunity of helping people to become wealthy. Okay, so when you get that opportunity, you get this as one of your websites, okay, which is the Instant Pay Raise Estimator. Now, let's go into this. This is the Instant Pay Raise Estimator. It basically says that below are just 7 of over 180 possible HBB tax deductions that could save you money and increase your paycheck every month. All right. Remember, you must have a home-based business to capitalize on these tax savings. Now, truck drivers, do they already have a business?
Yes.
Exactly. Because if you're an owner-operator or a lease operator, what? You own your own business. And a lot of truck driving companies pay you 1099, right? Right? Everybody?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yes.
So truck drivers, they have a built-in business. Now, if you are at home, you're saying, well, I don't have a business, then start one. Okay, it's not hard. We'll show you how to start one for less than $300. And not only that, your overhead is only going to be $119 per month. How many businesses do you all know you can start? I mean, a real business now that's going to help you to earn a lot of money. A real business on something that everybody needs that you can start for less than $300. How many of you all know of a whole bunch of businesses? There's not very many businesses out there, legitimate businesses that you can start for less than $300. And your overhead will be less than $200, less than $150, right? So we'll show you how to do that. But if you got some other type of business you want to start, by all means, do it. And you can take advantage of these type of tax cuts. And we'll show you how to do that. All right. So here's the Instant Pay Raise Challenge. Now, we're going to go on. Who here is a truck driver? Because I want real people. I want somebody who's real. Who here is still driving a truck? We don't have anybody. I'm in here.
I'm driving, Captain, but I'm actually driving right now.
Okay, well, I don't need you to put anything in. I just need you to talk to me. Okay, I'm gonna put it in. You're just going to answer some questions. All right.
Okay, now I'm company now. I'm not on off no more. I'm company.
Well, it don't matter. I mean, we're still gonna do it because this still kind of applies because you still drive about the same miles as an owner operator does. And you still have some of the same, you still have the same expenses that any owner operator has, basically. Okay. So let's look at this.
Okay, I'm going inside to get my fuel ticket. Give me about 5 minutes. Come back to me.
Okay.
I'm fueling.
All right.
I'm fueling. All right.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, is there anybody else here who is an owner operator or has been an owner operator? Nobody else here has driven the truck before. Has not been an owner operator, not been a lease operator, not been a company driver. All right, let me try to find me a real truck driver real quick. I can tell you what I used to do, but I don't want y'all to hear it from me. I want y'all to hear it from, the horse's mouth. Okay, let's go over here. We have anybody on YouTube that has been an owner operator. All right, nobody on YouTube that has been an owner operator yet. All right, so, all right, let's go back over here and wait for him to come back out. But in the meantime, let's do this. All right. The average miles of a long haul load is used about 769 miles. Does everybody agree to that?
Yes.
All right. So your average miles for a long haul operator is 769 miles. Let's move this out the way. So 769 miles, that's the average miles. Now, with the current hours of service, owner operators or truck drivers can drive 11 hours and then they got to shut down for 10, right? Right? Y'all with me this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Current hours of service is 11 hours that they can drive. Then they have to shut down for 10. All right. So they drive for 8, take a half-hour break, then they can drive for what? 9, 10, 11, 3 more hours, and then they got to shut down. All right. Then in between that, if you're not a drop and hook, if you're a regular, dry van, flatbed, or reefer, you got your own trailer, or you're pulling a trailer, you got to pull in and they got to unload. So you got a couple of hours, for loading, a couple of hours for unloading. So on average, a truck driver can run about 3, maybe 4 of those loads per week. We're going to go with 4. So 769 miles times 4 equals 3,076 miles. That's about the average for an over-the-road truck driver. That's how many miles they drive each and every week. That's a lot of miles, y'all. Now, on top of that, they got a wife at home or somebody at home who's driving their regular cars and trucks. Okay, add those in too, because this is about your total expenses. All right. So if you got a car at home and a person at home who's driving, your wife who's working every day, going back and forth to work, on average, if they're commuting 17, 20 miles, people that live out in the suburbs, live about maybe 15, 20 miles from their job. If they're going to work 5 days per week, 20 miles, 20 times 5 is what, everybody? That's 100 miles, right? Right? Okay.
Yes.
20 times 5 is 100 miles. Now that's one way for the week, right? But because you got to come back, right? So a lot of y'all don't realize that you drive that many miles, even if you're not a truck driver, because you're going to work, but you got to come back too, right? So that's 20 miles there, 20 miles back, 5 days a week. That's 200 miles, right? So you're going to add 200 to that. So that's another 200 miles, right? Now you got trips to the grocery store, trips to the, your children's school, trips to the doctor's office, trips to, just wherever you're going. You're going to probably drive another 100 miles each week on top of that. So you add another 100 miles, right? So there you have it, 3,376 miles per week. Now, if you're on our instant pay raise, all you got to do, you go over and you plug that in. And that was what, everybody? 3,000 what? That was 3,376 miles. So we're going to plug that in. 3,376 miles. Now, the instant pay raise estimator is going to show you how much deductions you can claim for the year for those miles. So you're going to be able to claim $16,447.87 on your deduction. Okay? That's a lot coming off of your yearly income for a truck driver, right? That's going to come off of their income calculations right there. Now let's do cell phones. If you got a cell phone, and say everybody gets the, now cell phones are they're not as expensive as they used to be. Okay. Now we did this calculation last night, but there's one thing we forgot to add into the cell phone expense. We forgot to add the cost of the cell phone, because you got to buy the cell phone, right? The cell phone, you got to buy it in order to have a cell phone. So we didn't add that last night when we did this on top of your monthly bill, because the cell phone itself is a deduction also too if you bought a cell phone. And a lot of us have what? The iPhones, right? A lot of us have iPhones. Just had somebody else to go on and take the challenge. A lot of us has iPhones, right? What's the average cost of an iPhone, everybody? Or just about any good cell phone now. What's the average cost of I'm on a cell phone? Anybody?
That iPhone about
Cost of the iPhone?
$70,
So let's say if you got one from Walmart, iPhone's about what? It's about $1,000, right?
Yeah.
Right? And you got these new, what's the other ones now? The shoot. Y'all talk to me. They got all kind of phones out there, but they're all around about at least $500, right?
Yep, if not more.
Yeah. So let's say $800. Let's go to the difference between the iPhone and the other brand. Let's say it's $800 on the cost of the phone, right? So $800 on the cost of the phone. Now, if you take that and you divide that by 12, show y'all what we're doing here. That's about $66.66. So let's say $67. All right. So you got $67 to start off with. Plus, what's your cell phone bill? Now you got cell phone bills used to be very expensive. They're not anymore because you got these packages now. Unlimited nights, weekends, and data for what? $60 per month. That's about average, right? Some are less, some are more, but somewhere between $50 and $75 per month is those, all-inclusive package. So let's say $60 per month. That sounds about right. So you got that plus 60. Now, if you got 3 cell phones, which a lot of us do because you have a wife, you have children, you have yourself, you got 3 cell phones. I myself, I have 2 cell phones. My wife has a cell phone. So that's 3 cell phones right there. So let's say that's 60 times 3, right? That's 120. That's what? 180, right? So that's going to be plus 180 per month. So you're sitting on $247 for your cell phone bill per month. Let's go ahead and plug that in. $247 on your cell phone bill. So on your cell phone bill, you get to deduct $2,964. Internet, average internet usually runs about $300 per month. Okay, for the average family. I know I pay. We pay about, for myself, and I've got a way I can hook up at least 12 different devices, and then paying my aunts and all that type of stuff. So it's right around $300. So some may be less, some may be more, but let's take it that you're just, you don't use the internet as much as I do. So let's say it's $250, okay, on your cell phone, on your internet. So let's say $250. You all know what? I did something wrong here. All right, that's right there. But up here, when we calculated these miles, we only did that for the week, right? So we need to recalculate that. So that was $33.76. We only did that for the week because this is for the month. This is for monthly. Y'all give me a second here. So that's $33.76. The average truck driver drives $33.76 per week, multiplied times 4.33. I don't know why y'all didn't let me catch that. So really, a truck driver in a month drives about 14,618 miles. All right, there we go. That sounds better. How y'all let that slip past me? 14,618. How y'all let that slip past me? 14,618. There we go. So that's $71,218.90 annual deductions. All right. Y'all gotta catch me, when I'm slipping like that now. Don't let me slip like that again. All right. Cost of meals. About $35 a day. Right? So you got about $35 a day on meals for a truck driver. And they're out there 7 days a week sometimes before they come home. They drive for about 2 weeks and then come home. But let's say that you're a truck driver and you're home every weekend. Okay. But even if you're home every weekend, you still got to eat at home. You still buy groceries for your home. So if you're doing $35 a day while you're out there on the road, right? That times, let's say 5 days a week, that's $175. But at home, you still have to buy food for your family. And on average, what's the average family spend on food each week, in groceries? A couple $100 at least. If you got children, probably $300, right? That plus 300.
Times 4.
Exactly. That's each week right there. $475 a week on food times 4.33 weeks in a month. That gives you $2,056.75 on your food expenses. $2,056.75. So that's $2,056.75. That's going to give you another deduction of $12,340. Now you got your travel expenses. Now you just out there on the road, stuff you spend money on while you're out there, just other than your food. Now, what's one of the big travel expenses? Fuel, right? Because truck drivers spend a lot of money on fuel. That's not calculated in miles. Miles is calculated for wear and tear and estimated deductions and stuff based on that on your truck. Okay. All right. So that's what that is. The eligible business miles. It tells you right here what this is for. And fuel is not part of that calculation right there. That does not include your fuel. So you have to compensate for the fuel too. Now, the average we determined the other night, and let's go back and make sure we show y'all how we calculate this. All right. The average truck only gets 5.56 miles to the gallon. Those big trucks, they don't get very good gas mileage, y'all. I can tell you that for a fact. They only get 5.56 miles to the gallon. All right. And if the average load is 769 miles divided by, I think that's right, 5.56 equals 138 gallons is what it's going to take to drive 769 miles. All right. Does everybody see how we did that? That's how you calculate and get how many gallons it's going to take for you to make a 769 mile trip in a semi truck. All right. So you're going to need 138 gallons. Now, fuel runs about what? Right now it's about what? 272, 279 on diesel. Some places is higher, some places lower, but it averages out about that, right? Times 2.79, $2.79. So that means you're spending $385 on that trip. Now, you got 4 of those trips per week. Times 4, that's $1,543 per week that an owner-operator spends on fuel. Okay? That times 4.33. There's 4.33 weeks in a month. That's $6,683 every month on average that an owner-operator spends on fuel. Now, cars at home, gas prices are a little bit less. Let's say it usually takes about 40 or 50 bucks to fill up. I know it takes about 60 bucks to fill up my Range Rover. My Cadillac truck doesn't quite take that much. It's about 50 bucks. Our car, it takes about 40 bucks, 45. So you average that out between those types of vehicles, you're coming up with about 50 bucks, $55 to fill up your tank, right? So if you're filling up your tank, you usually fill it up at least what? Probably twice a week if you're driving good. You know, most people do. So 55. So that's 6,683. You got $55 times 2 equals $110 times 4.33 equals that plus, so that's how much you're spending on your fuel on your car. And then for your big truck, that plus that 6,68349, 6,683.49. So you equal $7,159.79, 7,159. So that's 7,159 on your fuel, your travel expenses. Let's do that. 7,159.76. So now you got another $85,917 you're deducting from your taxes at the end of the year. Health insurance. Now, if you own a business, health insurance gets kind of expensive, especially for you and your employees. My wife owns her own cleaning service, and she has to have what's called workman's comp insurance. It's $500 per employee. Yeah, it's expensive. So she spends a lot on, on insurance. Okay. Truck drivers, the average insurance premium is usually around about the same thing, about $400 or $500 per month for you and your family. If you had to pay for your own insurance. So we're gonna say roughly $500 per month. All right. On your insurance. And then let's say if you've got children who is between the age of 7 and 17, who you're gonna claim, who you're gonna hire to help you get more deductions because you are allowed to do that. Y'all didn't know that, did you? If you got children between the age of 7 and 17, and if they do anything for you as far as helping you with your job, like if you got a storefront, they come in and they stock the shelves or something. If you're a truck driver and they're washing your trucks, when you're home or whatever the case may be, you can call them your employees. Really, you can. All right. These are the strategies that rich people use all the time that we didn't know anything about. They employ their children and put their children down as employees so they get to take deductions there also too. So if you've got the average household got 2.5 kids, let's just say 2. Look what 2 kids do for you. That's $10,000 deduction, just 2 children, right? Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be children. What if you have like a niece or a nephew or an uncle that someone that no one else is claiming on their taxes for those being employees? Aha! Y'all see, you got to start thinking like the rich people do, like wealthy people do. So this is and these are all legal deductions. This is not tax evasion. This is showing you how to shelter your money, how to keep more of your money, how to take the legal deductions that the government allows you to take to lower your tax liability. So now we've got $191,440.52 that the average truck driver with the family can deduct from their taxes. How many truck drivers out there you all know make that much money? Anybody?
Not many.
Not many. Exactly. So that's a lot of deductions, and those are legal deductions. right there. Now let's calculate this, right? Now,
Hey, Calvin, you can also add when you carrying your high school student, high school child around to visit different colleges, all that's tax deductible too.
exactly.
Gas, hotel, all that.
Exactly. So all that comes into play too. So you got to realize that there's a lot of deductions that you can take. But like I said, the only thing that separates the poor from the rich is knowledge. And this is just one little piece of knowledge that 90% of you all probably didn't know about. But this is what MWR will help do for you. Now, let's go ahead and calculate this to see how much money goes back into this person's pocket. All right. Let's see how much money this person gets back in their check. Now, I got to put a name in here. I can't use my name again because I don't use mine before. Let's get somebody volunteer me, a name. It don't have to be a real name. Let's see here. Let's say who?
James.
Let's just say James. All right, that's all we got to put. Phone number? No, I gotta have a real phone number. I'll put my on one of my toll-free numbers, 866-973-6445. See if that'll take that. All right. And let me use one of my email addresses that I haven't used. Let's try this. Let's try this. FCFinancial, LC Financial at ymail.com. Hope they'll take that. Yeah, okay, great. All right, now let's submit this. Bam. Look at that. So this person, and look what happened. Now, when someone does that, y'all see what it did? It popped up and showed me that we have a, someone just took this challenge. And it told me how much they saved. Now, if y'all see here, these are all the people. Let me go through this. Yeah, these are all the people that have taken that challenge. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? And I'm still scrolling. So, if you decide to do this business model, you get these types of these are all the people right here that have taken this challenge. That's a lot of people that I've sent over, and they've taken the challenge, and they're basically trying to figure out how much money they can get back in their check. All right, so this person, it says, congratulations, here is your estimated instant pay raise / tax savings. Monthly, that goes back in your check on your very next paycheck after you take these deductions. Monthly, an extra $2,871.61. That's $2,871.61. That's an extra $34,459.29 per year. How many people who you all know that don't even make that much money? Right? There's a lot of people out there that don't make $30,000 a year. That's $3,000. That's close to $3,000 per month, y'all. There's a lot of people out there working real hard right now that don't make that much money. And here it is, we were able to show the average truck driver how they can have another whole income that goes into their pockets each year. Another whole monthly check that goes into their pocket each month. Do y'all see that? Is that not beneficial? Is that not a lot of money to come back into your pocket? Right? Does everyone see that? Does everyone acknowledge that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a lot of money, y'all. That is a lot of money. Let's go in real quick and check on our YouTube people to see if we got any people that are, we got some people over here on YouTube. Let's see here. I'm just serious. Someone says on YouTube that they are serious. I'm just serious though. Yes, I'm just serious though. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, he's saying yes. And then the Galaxy costs about $699 for the Galaxy Note. That's not. I'm just serious though. It's it's their handle. But they're on here talking about it. Ms. Pompey says great info. Yes, it is. This is great info. So that's a lot of money that's being saved right there. Now remember, this is just one part. This is just one of the things that your experts, your financial experts, will do for you when you get access to the MWR Financial, your team of financial experts. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, yeah, but Calvin, how much is this going to cost me? Hold on there, Grasshopper. Okay, we're going to let you know that here in a second. And it's not nearly what you think it is. Okay, not nearly. All right, so let's go back and let's look at this right here again. All right, so now, if you take the challenge, we can show you how much money we can put back in your pocket each and every month. Okay, that's like getting another paycheck, right? For truck drivers, that's like another paycheck. For all you out there who say that what does all this have to do with truck drivers, there you have it. That's what it has to do with truck drivers. Because with Assurance USA, all of our core products do what? Three things: either save truck drivers money, help them to make more money, or protect them in some type of way. Those are the only type of products we offer through Assurance USA Corporation within the trucking industry. Now, we're not just here to service the trucking industry. All of our products can service, or I take that back, most of our products can service anybody in general. Okay? Especially this. Okay, so a lot of our products can service just about anybody. And this can help anybody. I don't know anybody that can't use extra money in their paycheck. And we're going to show you just how to take that money that we're showing you that we've increased your paycheck by, money you were not used to having before because you didn't know how to keep it. And so you weren't really missing it. You've been operating without it all this time. So we're going to show you how to take that same money and put it somewhere so that we can show you your millionaire date. Now it gets interesting. Because a lot of you probably say, what do you mean by millionaire date? Does somebody want to tell them what we mean by their millionaire date?
Millionaire date, like you said.
The date that what?
The date that you're going to be a cash millionaire.
Exactly. The date that you're going to be a cash millionaire. Now, we're not talking about a millionaire by technicality like me. You know, I don't have $1 million in the bank, but technically I am a millionaire because I have assets, interest in property, my home, cars, my businesses. When you calculate all that stuff, and my investment accounts, my bank accounts, and all this. So when you take in everything that my wife and I have, we are millionaires. Okay, technically, it's a technicality. Now, don't start hitting me up. Hey, man, let me borrow $1,000. No, because we don't have $1 million in the bank. Okay, I don't want y'all to misunderstand that. Don't start hitting me up. Hey, brother Calvin, let me borrow about $10,000. No, I ain't got it like that.
It's never whenever.
Exactly. It's a technicality. Okay, technicality. What we're talking about is your cash millionaire date, the date that you have enough money that you can stroke a check for $1 million. Now, Lord have mercy. Is there anybody here that has gotten their millionaire date so far?
Yes, I've received mine.
And who are you?
Good White,
All right,
Kentucky branch.
All right, so if y'all need some money, y'all hit up Goody White. Mr. White, don't hit me up. I'm just playing.
Well, I'm gonna need some interest back.
All right, so Mr. White, what is your millionaire date based on your income and what you'll be saving so far?
Right now, based on my current income, it's 2038.
All right, 2038. Now, that's not that long when you think about becoming a millionaire because it's already 2020. No, I'll take that back. It's about to be 2021. So that is roughly about what, 16 years?
Yeah, 17 years, 17, 18
17.
years.
That's 17 years. Now, a lot of you all have been working for a lot longer than 17 years. You ain't nowhere near a millionaire.
Tell me about it.
Right? Right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So for someone to sit there and plot for you and tell you this is the date that you're going to have $1 million to stroke a check for. This is the date you'll be able to stroke a check for $1 million. That's something. That's what's called creating wealth. That's real wealth. And it's not just wealth for him, but it's wealth that he can pass on to his children. So we're going to show you how we are going to shorten his millionaire date. Okay, we're going to show you how we're going to shorten his millionaire date. All right? Now, also, Mr. Wiz, did they give you your debt-free date, the date that you don't owe nobody nothing?
My debt-free date is December 2022.
Did y'all hear that? That's like next year. That's around the corner. That's next year. This man will be debt-free. No mortgage, won't owe nobody nothing, no credit card debt, no nothing. He will truly be a free man. They've already showed him how he can cut his taxes. Did they not?
Yeah, that happens next week.
All right. So how much money are they going to be able to put back in your check every month and every year?
Yeah, I got that consultation next week. They're reviewing my 3 tax returns right now.
All right, great. So his consultation, did y'all hear what they said? They are doing that for him right now, which means you ain't got to do none of this stuff yourself. You got to have a team of financial experts that's going to do all this for you. All you got to do is send them the information.
Right.
And let your team of experts go to work for you.
Yeah, if I can add to that.
Go ahead, please.
I've received about 2 to 3 emails daily from the from that credit max team about them disputing items on my credit report and my wife's credit report. So every time they make a change or they do something, I get notified.
Come on, y'all. I mean, this thing's getting better and better and better. Look, I know we started off slow. We was dragging with the little putting the numbers in and stuff. But look, y'all got to admit, now this is somebody who is doing this right now. Who is doing this right, no different from you, me, or anybody else, right? Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think wealthy people are very smart? You think that's why they're wealthy? Do y'all think they're very smart? You think they're very intelligent people? Because they were able to gain wealth? Right? No. You know, look, our current president, he's very wealthy. Well, now there are some people that will say he's smart, but about 70% of the country says he's dumb as a rock. But yet still, he's a billionaire. Now, I'm not saying that to be derogatory towards him, but most wealthy people are dumb as a rock. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wealthy people are not that smart. They're not. You know, actors and famous people, they're not very smart people. Not when it comes to wealth management, finance, banking, and all that type of stuff. They're not very inept at that. But the thing that's different between them and you all and us and everybody else is they had enough money to pay someone who was smart enough to help them build their wealth, who knows banking, who knows investment banking, who knows private reserve banking, who knows land banking, who knows, you know, dividends and how to invest. They pay someone to do that and help them to increase their wealth and maintain their wealth. Now, before MWR Financial, that was very expensive. So only the wealthy could afford it. But now anybody can afford it, because to get your team of, I'm not going to jump the gun. Let me go ahead and finish doing what we're doing. All right. And I'll get back to that in just a second. I know y'all waiting on it, but let's get back to what we was doing. So this person right here, based on these numbers right here, and you all have heard from a live person who is actually got their team of financial experts working on their wealth right now, and he will become a millionaire based on everything that he sent them so far by 2038, in 16 years. He will become debt-free, won't owe anybody a dime next year, December 2022. That alone should have you all jumping at a chance to take this challenge. Should have you all knocking down our emails and our phones saying, hey, how do I get my team of financial experts? Okay, because the only difference between wealthy people and poor people is knowledge. Now, you can say what you want to. You can say, well, Cap, what about systemic racism? Well, what about redlining? Well, what about all this discriminations and all this other? Yes, that's all part of it. But all of that came from what? Denying us knowledge. That's all racism is. That's all systemic racism is. That's all redlining was. It denied a certain group of people the knowledge that they needed to become wealthy. Because let's face it, this type of conversation we're having right now, you never had this type of conversation with your kids. It was never, this type of conversation didn't go on in your household when you was growing up. You didn't even get this type of conversation in school. You didn't get this type of conversation at your churches. You don't talk about this type of conversation at your job, around the coffee pot or the water dispenser, or whatever the case may be. We don't talk about these things because we didn't know these things. The wealthy, they talk about it all the time. They talk about it at the country club. They talk about it at their cigar club. They talk about it, over brandy, at brunch. They talk about it, at the golf course. They talk about it, in their PTA meetings. They talk about it at their dinner table. They discuss it with their doctors, their lawyers. They discuss it in their private schools and military academies. And that's what has created the big divide, the big gap between the wealthy and the poor. Is knowledge. The only thing in between that is knowledge. Knowledge is what keeps you going, getting from here to here. That's all it is, knowledge. And we're gonna pour some knowledge on you all today. All right, so now that they've shown this person how much money they can save them, right? Y'all see that right there? How much money is going to go back in their pocket each month, and how much money is going to go back into their pocket each year. Now, here's the great thing about this. This person was not missing that money, right? Look, Mr. Winch, you weren't missing that money, was you? Because you had adjusted to operating without it, right?
Yep.
You had gotten used to paying the government that much money. Here, go ahead and take that money. I don't mind. Right? Matter of fact, you probably thought you was happy. You probably thought you were doing well.
I'm now mistaken.
Exactly. That's the conditioning. They have conditioned us to accept less. They have conditioned us to accept our status, thus keeping you from the knowledge even more. It's all conditioning. And the only thing that will break you out of being poor and disenfranchised is knowledge. So you take the knowledge and you use it. Now, you ain't even got to know how to use the knowledge. You just got to have someone who does know how to use the knowledge to apply it for you. Right, Mr. Winch? You didn't have to do very much work, did you?
Oh no, the counselors are very knowledgeable. They are Actually, my plan is a living plan. So once my 3 credit reports and W-2s have been analyzed, that's when they're going to institute the private reserve account. And then that's going to and that's going to make my millionaire date get closer.
Exactly. So did y'all hear what he just said? His millionaire date is based on his income that he has right now. But after they take the money that they've saved him, right, and they put it into his private reserve account. I know y'all hear us throwing that term around a lot. And a lot of y'all probably say, what the hell is a private reserve account? Oh boy, well, we got something to tell you all. All right. Once they put it in his private reserve account, it's like his money just takes off and starts growing. Y'all don't believe that, do you? Let me explain to you all what a private reserve account is, okay? And look, and just to make sure that y'all don't think I'm just making this stuff up, let's look up private reserve banking. Okay, let's look it up. I'm not gonna, let's find the definition. We got a lot of people talking about it. Let's find the definition. Yeah, let's do this right here. Definition right there. All right, private reserve. Okay, now this is private reserve, but it should be able to tell you what it is too. Strategy is a strategy designed to help develop and improve one's financial position by avoiding or minimizing, listen what it says, by avoiding or minimizing unnecessary wealth transfers where possible, and accumulate an increasing pool of capital, providing accessibility and control. Now, I know that said a lot. A lot of y'all probably say, well, what the hell did you just say, Calvin? Let me break it down for the numbers. Okay, let me show y'all about the numbers. All right, and I'm going to explain to you what a private reserve account is. A private reserve account is a variation of investment banking. Now, we all know about how people go out and they invest in the stock market. They play the stocks, that's almost like gambling if you don't know what you're doing, like trading, trading stocks, futures and, all that type of stuff. We hear it all the time, right? And we also hear stuff about, you all hear this all the time. When you're watching the financial news or you hear on the news all the time, the NASDAQ experienced its 6th straight day of gains at 12%, at 6%, at 3%, at 24%, at 36% gains. Today, what's the other one? The S&P experienced its 15th straight day of gains. Or today, the S&P dropped 3%, 12%, 8%. Or today, the NASDAQ plummeted to 23%. All right, so yes, money markets and the stock market goes up and it goes down, up and it goes down. But here's the thing, throughout the history of the stock market, it has always did this. It went up, dip, go back up, higher, dip, go back up even higher, dip, go back up even higher and dip. So it's always consistently moving upward despite the dips and drops that it experienced, but it also experienced gains to keep it always moving perpetually upward. Now, that's what's called when you're playing the stock market, when you're trying to determine, okay, I'm buying it low and I'm going to ride it out and try to picture where I'm going to sell it at. And then I'm going to buy something else low and I'm going to ride it out and picture where I'm going to sell it at. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of stuff and I'm going to ride them all out and I'm going to picture where I'm going to sell this, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to sell this, I'm going to sell 20% of this, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to sell 40% of it. That's gambling in my book. Now, if you know what you're doing, if you know how to analyze the markets, yes, you can make a lot of money fast, but you can lose a lot of money fast, right? That's not what private reserve banking is. Now, private reserve banking Now, this is what private reserve banking did. Remember, it said either eliminating your risk or minimizing your risk. Private reserve banking literally eliminates your risk. Mr. Witch, are there any risks to you losing your money in your private reserve account?
Zero.
Zero. Did y'all hear that? There is zero risk to losing your money. This is not stuff that we're making up. This is the industry. This is money market. This is the financial market. This is what has been going on for centuries. But we never had this knowledge. Now, what I'm about to share with you all is going to open your eyes forever. And once they open, you cannot close them. So if you do not want your bubble burst, if you do not want your illusion of what wealth really is to come to an end right now, log off, shut off this broadcast. Don't listen to a word we got to say, because it's going to change your life and your minds forever. Private reserve bank accounts is when you put your money in and it is tied to the growth of the financial markets and not the losses. What do we mean by that? Let's show you here. As you see here, and let's take this example of what we showed you all here. This gentleman right here, we've shown him how to put $2,871.61 back in his pocket, right? Now that's extra money that he's making every month. So just on that, we're not talking about taking money out of his bank account and putting it in, which you can do, because your bank only grows money for you at 1.25%. What's the best rate that a bank grows money for you, in a savings account, a checking account? 1.25%, 1.75, maybe 2.25% per year, right? Per year now, per year, which means what? If you've got, let's look at this. If you've got $10,000 in the bank right now, these are banks. If you got $10,000 in the bank right now, and it's growing at, let's say, 2.25% per year, that means at the end of the year, your $10,000, you're gonna have $10,225. That's what you're gonna have. I'm sorry. $225 plus 10,000. You're gonna have $10,225 plus 10,000. That's how much money your money is gonna grow each year by just sitting in your bank account. That's if you don't take any out. Right? If you don't take any out, if you don't use your debit card, just spend stuff on, you just put that money and just let it sit, don't never touch it. At the end of the year, you'll have $225 more. Right?
Yes.
That's right.
Actually, that's wrong, because most bank accounts charge you to hold your money, don't they?
Yes.
Ain't that right? They charge you to hold your money, while at the same time, what do they use your money for?
Investment.
Big investment. Big investment.
Making more money.
Exactly. So I want y'all to understand something. You got your money in a bank, and they are using your money to make them more money, but they're only paying you a little small piece of interest each year, not every, because they're making money every day off your money. But you, they're making money for once a year off your money. And then on top of that, they're gonna charge you, what's the average cost for bank charge you each month for to hold your money? What's the average, everybody? About $10, $12 a month, $5 a month.
$15.
So they now listen what this is now. Hold up now. I want y'all to see something. They're gonna charge you. Now I'm gonna show you how they have conditioned y'all to think they're doing you a favor. They're gonna charge you, let's just say $12 between 10 and 15. They charge you that a month. That times 12 months is what, y'all? That's $144. So really, that $225 you gain is really what? $81. So your $10,000 over the year, with the 2.25% interest that the bank says that they're doing you a favor and paying you interest, it takes up to $225, but then they charge you $144 to hold your money. So really, all you made was $81. Woo! Thank you, Mr. Bank. All right, they done you a big favor, right? No, they haven't. All right, now let's go with this. I'm gonna show you how the rich do it. I'm gonna show you how wealthy people do it. Remember I said that the only difference between the rest of us and the wealthy is knowledge. Now I'm gonna show you what knowledge brings to you, because if you have knowledge of what a private reserve account does, here's what happens. If you taking that same money that we look down here that we saved this gentleman, 2871.61, because he ain't missing that money. He's been doing well without it. So instead of taking that money and putting it in his pocket, going out and spending and blowing it, we're gonna show him how to take that money. It's gonna make him a millionaire. Okay, so you're gonna take that 2871, 2871, and you're gonna put it in your private reserve account. Now we're not talking about taking money out of your bank account, taking money from your savings, taking money from your 401k, taking money from, which you should probably do that anyway, because your money in the 401k ain't gonna grow your money like this is, and it's not gonna have the zero risk like this does. Putting your money in the bank is not gonna grow your money like this, no way, no shape, no how, nobody. It's not gonna do it. Why? Because in a private reserve account, your money is tied to the financial market, which does something every single day. Every day, the markets move either up or down. And throughout history, the market has had about 70 to 75% gains to 20 to 25% losses. And with your money being tied to the market gains and not the market losses, that means 75% of the year, your money is just gaining and never losing. Because here's what happened. That $2,871 is tied to the market gain. Let's say the market on today goes up 5%. Today's S&P had experienced a gain of 5%. Or today's NASDAQ experienced a gain of 5%. Y'all hear that all the time. 5%, 3%, 12%, 20%, sometimes 30 and 40%. Sometimes the market go crazy, go way up. Sometimes it drops, whatever, but it goes back up. All right? So your money is tied to the gains and not the losses. How is that possible? Because here's what a private reserve account does. You got that 2871 that's in your private reserve account. Let's say today it goes up 5%. $143, right? So your 21, what's called, just went up $143.50. What was we at? We was at 21 what? 2871. So your 2871 just increased by $143.55 in one day. One day. That's one day gain. Let's say the next day, it goes up 3%, less than it did the day before. Because it does that. It'll go up. Next day it might not go up as high. Next day it might go up higher. Next day it might drop. All right. Let's say the next day it goes up, 3%. So, but now, but guess what? That's not 3% of 2871 anymore, right? Right? It's now 3% of 3,014.55. right? Y'all see what's happening? There's an element of exponential growth there. All right, and if you do not understand exponential growth, picture this. If I gave you a penny today, and so I want you to come work for me for 30 days, but at the end of 30 days, we're done. But every day you come to work, I'm gonna double your income until you're done in 30 days. If you took that type of job offer at the end of 30 days, you have more than $5 million. Now, a lot of you out there probably say, Calvin, you crazy as hell, right? I'm gonna show it to you real quick. I want everybody, here, let me write this down, and so I can remember this number right here. Y'all give me a second, because we finna do an experiment here. Because I want y'all to understand just how exponential growth works. I want y'all to understand just how exponential growth works, because there's an element of exponential growth here, okay? It's not the exact same thing, but this will give you a good understanding of how it works. So we're gonna look at, what we got right here is $3,014.55. Because we're gonna get back to that because I want to remember it. But let me show y'all just how exponential growth works. Remember I said that I was gonna, if I start you off with 1 penny. Come on, move out the way, thing. Move out the way, thank you. 1.01, that's 1 cent, right? And I said that every day you come to work for the next 30 days, I'm gonna double your income each day. But at the end of 30 days, we're done, but you're gonna walk away with more than $5 million. I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna do that. So the first day is that right there. Then times 2 because it's double, all right? That's 2. Oh, hold on, no, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Y'all give me a second. I promise y'all this is gonna be worth it. That is 1 cent. All right. So that's day 1. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 6, right? Oh, yeah. Day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15. Now we're halfway there. You probably say, see, that's all $163.84. How you gonna get the more than 5 million? Keep watching. That's day 15, right? Day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19, day 20, day 21, day 22, day 23, day 24, day 25. Now, what happens in the last 5 days? Day 26, day 27, day 28, day 29, day 30. 1 penny a day. Starting you off with 1 penny, paying you 1 penny, and then doubling your income every day you come to work for the next 30 days will net you $5,368,709.12. That is exponential growth. Okay, and you have to grasp your mind around the concept of exponential growth to understand how your money is going to rise in the markets by being tied to the growth. Because every day that your money is rising is not what it was the day before. So the percentage that's attached to it is on what it is that day after the rise. Does everybody, do y'all clearly understand how exponential growth works now? Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. All right. I was just checking in on YouTube again. Now look, that exponential growth thing, look, I'll tell y'all, once you grasp that concept, you'll never look at money the same way again. You'll never look at how you're getting paid in your job right now the same way again. Okay, because I'm telling you, the wealthy people have known this for years. Why? Because they have shared the knowledge. They've had these conversations all the time. We've never been privy to these conversations. Now, let me show y'all how this works in reality when it comes to private reserve banking. Remember, the gentleman we was talking about had gotten up to $14.55. All right, so that's where we was at. All right, so that was on day one of after his 28.17 or whatever it was, had experienced 5% growth on the market that day. So the next day, let's say it goes up 3%. So that times 3% is going to give him an extra $90 on that day, which is going to be $90 plus 3,000. Hold on, where am I here? 3,014. Okay, $3,014.55 plus $90.44. So now his money's going up to that. Now let's say the next day his money goes up, the markets move. Let's say it jumps. Let's say it moves 12%, because it does that sometimes. So that times 12%. So it's going to move $372. 372.50, 372.60. You got to round it up. 372.60. So that's 372.60 plus what? 3,000 plus 3104.99 plus 3104. Why does that keep popping up? Move that out of the way. 0.99. So now he's at 34.77. Now you all can already see that having your money to go up every day is a whole lot better than having your money to move once a year. You all agree with that?
I'll take that.
Okay, all right. Now, what happens? So some of y'all say, well, but Calvin, the market goes down too. Yes, it does. So what happens when the market goes down? Remember, private reserve banking and that account is tied to the market gains, not the market losses. So as your money is rising each day that the market makes gains, when the market decides to take a dip, what happens to your money? Can anybody tell me what happens to your money when the market takes a dip?
It freezes at that rate.
It freezes.
Yeah.
Freeze. What's that song they got? There's a song they got where you be dancing and it says this and then it says freeze, right? That's what your money does. Your money comes to it freezes. It's called a rate lock. It locks in. Bam. It doesn't go anywhere. So it stays right there. So as the market starts to drop, guess what happens? Your money freezes where it's at. Now, When the market starts coming back up, right, and start making gains again, what happens to your money? What happens to it? Because it froze at that point, right? So when the market starts making gains and it comes back up and it hits your money, what happens to your money?
Start to grow.
Exactly. It latches on to it like a cowboy trying to rope a horse, because that stallion, he's running. Rope it, and he jumps on it, and you're riding, going up, keep riding. And then when it falls again, it freezes. He jumps off, right? When that stallion comes back by again and going back up, you jump on it again and keep riding it up. So you see the advantage of having your money tied to the financial market's growth, and then it freezes or it locks when it starts to dip. Knowledge. They have had that knowledge for centuries. We have not had this knowledge. We've been taught to put your money in a bank. We've been taught to, put it underneath your pillow. We've been taught to put it anywhere, but in where? A private reserve banking account. In school, you never heard them talk about private reserve account. You hear them talking about, when you get older and you get some money, you're gonna open up a savings account. You're gonna open up a checking account. You're gonna get a 401k. Rich don't do checking and savings accounts. They don't. They tie their money to the markets. Because you all hear all the time how people get into the markets, how the stock market is making millionaires every day. And for the life of me, I could not connect the dots to that, because I'm a pretty smart guy, right? I'm a pretty smart guy. And I've been, kind of following the stock markets, but I just could not figure out how people would get into the stock markets, and then a year, 2 years later, they're millionaires. And then 8 years later, they're billionaires. It never hit me. And I'm saying, okay, I'm missing a piece there. What am I missing? This is what I was missing. Now, the reason why we was missing it, okay, now, but the reason why we was missing it, because, well, hold on, I'm gonna put y'all on a cliffhanger on that too. But let's go over this first. Now, I can sit here and ride this out for the whole year, but we'd be here 3-4 hours. We'd be here 4 or 5 hours trying to just explain the whole year, of rise. But it's safe to say that the market is going to continue to do dips and dives. But 70 to 75 to 80% of the time, the market is on the rise. And the other 20 to 25% of the time, it dips. But when it dips, you're in no jeopardy of losing any of your money. So your money is going to grow at least 70% of the year, right? And let's say, and sometimes your money is going to go up. Some days it's going to go up, 10, 20, even 30% gains. And some days, it's only going to go up 3%, 4%, 2%. But it's going up every single day that the markets go up. Not like your bank account where your money just sitting there and the bank is charging you $10 to $15 per month to hold your money, and then they're only giving you 2.25% once a year. That dog don't hunt at all. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to take a whole bunch of my money out the banks and put it on that Greyhound that's running. I've had that conversation with my wife already. We're gonna move about 25 grand from our various accounts, business accounts, personal accounts, joint accounts, Robinhood account, Acorn account, my investment accounts, 401ks, whatever the case may be. We're looking at everything we got money in, and we think we can come up with about 25, close to 30 grand that we can move over to a private reserve account. Okay, because that's what's going to get me to that, out of being a millionaire by technicality and having $1 million I can stroke a check for. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, now let's look at this. Let's say, because the markets are gaining about 70 to 75% of the time, and it's dropping about 20 to 25% of the time, but your money is tied to the gains and not to the drop. So you're in no jeopardy, zero jeopardy of losing any of your money. So you're gonna make money. That's a given. Now I'm gonna show you how the wealthy people become wealthy. Now, I can't sit here and go through this line by line, day by day, ups and downs, the gains. But let's say the market averages, and we're gonna keep it low. Let's say the market only averaged 7% gains throughout the whole year, right? So what you got is this. If the market is averaging 7% gains throughout the whole year, that's as some days it's going down, some days it's going up, whatever case may be. Some days it's higher, some days it's 12%, 15%, 20%, 30%, 40%. Some days it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%. But whatever it is, let's just say it's 7%. We're keeping it very, very low. I personally think that the financial market, the average is going to be somewhere between 15 and 17% gains. But we're going to drop it down to 7% for the sake of being overly fair. Okay. So let's say you got this much money tied up in the markets on your private reserve account, that 3,400, right? Well, no, let's go all the way back down just to make it even more fair. Let's take it all the way back down to that 28 of what we showed that we are saving this guy, all right? Which is what? Which was 2871.61. So let's go all the way back down to that number. All right, let's go to 2871.61. Let's go back down to that number. 2871.61. Let's go back down to that number because that's how much money we're showing him that we're putting back in his pocket every single week. Or every single month. I'm sorry, every single month, right? Now, he's not missing that money, right? So guess what he's going to put in his private reserve account every month? He's not just going to put this one time 2871 there and just let it ride, which if he did and it gained 7% interest over every day averaged out, you got 365 days in a year, but 70% of that time is the gain. And let's say 75% of the time is gain, and the other 25% is losing. So if you take the 365 days and you minus 25%, that's going to leave you with 273 days of gains. Does everybody see what we just did? Does everybody understand what we just did?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to take that. What was it? Hold on. You're going to take that. Where we at? That 28. What was it? 28. We're going to take that 28. That 2871.61. We're going to take that 2871.61. You're going to take that 2876.61 and you're going to add 7% to it 273 times. So that's your gains every day. Now, it's actually going to be more than that because each time you add that 7% to it, it's a higher amount. So the gains is based on the higher amount, but we don't have time to go through all that. So we're just going to use simple, dumb math. Okay, we're going to dumb this down. So even dumb down, you'll see how much money you'll be making on that money if it just sat there in your private reserve account. If you didn't add no more money to it, you just let it sat there. All right. So you got that 2876, 2876.71, right? Times average of 7% gain daily equals $201. So that's $201.37. So that's $201.37 times 273 days, 273.5. Why? Because that's the number of days that your money is gaining. Those are the total number of days that your money may gain. So we've already determined that 75% of the time your money is gaining, the other 25% is lost. And so we take that from 365 days a year, take that 25% from 365 days a year, that gives us 273 straight days, 273 days, 0.75 days of market gains. All right. So that's what you're adding the amount of money in interest that he is earning on average 7%. And then that equals $55,125. Now, you think your bank, if you put that $2,871 in your bank, it's going to turn into $55,000 by the end of the year? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope. Did we just wake up a lot of people? Did we just dump some knowledge on a lot of people right now?
Oh, yeah.
And now you all truly understand how the wealthy get even wealthier every single year. Because I was missing that dot. I was missing that connection. I couldn't figure it out until I was exposed to private reserve banking. Now, that's if he just put that $2,800 in and just let it sit there. We're not talking about if he's adding that $2,871, that $2,871 that we're saving him if he's putting that in every month. Oh Lord, have mercy. I'm trying to hold back my excitement here because when you think about this number right here represents the 28, represents, that 2,871. It represents what we were saving him that one time. But that's savings in every month. That's every month he's putting an extra 2,871.61 back in his pocket. And it's not money that he was missing because he never knew he had it anyway. So wouldn't it stand to reason that that extra 2,871 that was saving him, that your financial experts are saving you, wouldn't it make sense to put that back into your private reserve account every month? Right? Because if you did that, then that would constitute what? Exponential growth. Y'all see how it came back around full circle?
Oh, yeah.
I showed y'all how exponential growth works. A penny a day, starting you off with 1 penny and doubling your income every day for the next 30 days gives you more than $5 million. That's why I wanted you all to understand exponential growth. Because when you take the knowledge of that you are now putting, you got an extra 2,871.61 every month, and you put that in a private reserve account, which is growing every single day because you're riding the market gains. And when the market drops, your money freezes, so you never lose the money. You have zero risk. And when the market starts to gain again, your money attaches itself and it rises up even more. And you take the fact that we already know that about 70 to 75% of the time the market is gaining and the other 20 to 25% is falling, that means 75% of the year, your money is gaining. So that's 273 days of gains. You add the 7% to that, and that's when you get this right here on how much money you have grown your money by. That's your gains. That's your gains, people. Now imagine if you was doing that on gains from just your one time of putting your 28 in, if you put your 28 something in there every month, which is 12 months. Oh my God. And that's not even counting. That's just your margin of gains. That's money. That, in case y'all don't know, that's your bank, that's your private reserve account after 1 year if you're putting in 2,871.61 every single month. Actually, it's more than that because we didn't calculate the 2871 that's going in. We just calculated the gains. Woo, Lord have mercy. Now do you all understand how exponential growth works and how private reserve banking works and how the wealthy are continually getting wealthy while we are continually getting poor? Because they understand this. They have the knowledge. They have been sharing this information in their schools, in their churches, in their private clubs, in their Elks clubs, in their, golf at Hilton Head, golf resorts. They've been sharing this stuff with each other for years. They've been sharing it with their children from the time they even learn how to hear. And we have not. The difference between the wealthy and the poor is knowledge. That's it. That's it. Now, my question to you is, now that you have the knowledge, what the hell are you going to do? Because to get your team of private financial experts to go to work for you, just like they've done for Mr. Weiss here. How much is that going to cost you to get your experts? Can anybody tell me what that's going to cost you? It's going to cost you $79.97 per month. And we haven't even talked about land banking.
Well worth it.
We haven't even got into land banking yet. Look, the information that we share with you all right now is enough to change your life forever, put you on the path to become a millionaire in a very short period of time. Okay? Because this is what it costs, $79.97 per month to get your own personal team of financial experts that's going to do what? First of all, work on lowering your taxes so you have more money that's coming into your pocket. Second of all, improving your credit and restoring your credit and taking care of your credit problems and raising your credit scores from, about 100 points to as much as 250 points. Therefore, if your credit has been raised, your interest rates on your mortgages go down, which means you have more money to put towards your private reserve bank, which means your interest rate goes down on your insurance, which means you have even more money to go towards your private reserve bank account, which means your rates go down on all your stuff, your health insurance, everything. So you have even more and more and more and more money to put towards your private reserve account, which is going to gain interest on daily versus interest yearly as opposed to a bank account. Knowledge is what separates the wealthy from the poor. Now, before you all rush out, I'm going to go open up their private reserve bank account. Well, guess what? If you go to an investment banking firm, because that's the only way you can get your private reserve bank account, they don't want you to put up $50,000 because you got to have a minimum. Calvin, you didn't tell me there was a catch. You got me excited. And now you tell me I got to have 50 grand to open up a private reserve bank account. Well, not necessarily. Because here comes MWR Financial. You don't need $50,000. Right, Mr. Winch? Goody.
That is right. You do not.
Exactly. You do not. Because through MWR Financial, the everyday person can take what they have and get a private reserve bank account. Why? Because MWR Financial has thousands of people who have done this. And they are banking on volume. Unlike these other investment bankers and things like that, JP Morgan Chase and all these other companies that do the private reserve banking, if you ain't got 50 grand, you can't even talk to them about it. They ain't gonna, I mean, look here. Mr. Johnson, you only got $20,000, you know, and all your accounts combined, you're gonna need at least a minimum of another $30,000 to even think about opening up a private reserve account. And to be honest with you, you know, our clientele, we prefer them to have about $100,000. Y'all know how those conversations go, right? That's how those conversations go, right? Exactly. Y'all know exactly how they go. That's how those conversations go. Because traditionally it was designed to keep the wealthy becoming more wealthy. There's that knowledge again. They kept you separated from the knowledge. Goes back to what I was saying. The only thing that separates wealthy people from poor people is knowledge. How do I know this? Because 10 years ago, I was homeless myself. You ain't got to believe me. You can look it up. You can Google it. You can Google me. I'm serious. You can Google me. You can just go to Google and Google Diary of a Homeless Entrepreneur. And when you Google it, you're going to see my ugly face right there. There I am. That's me. Financial Freedom by Design, Diary of a Homeless Entrepreneur. Because 10 years ago, I was homeless. Okay? And this is the very first video that I did from the homeless shelter. Let me make sure y'all can hear my sound here. This is me, my first day at the homeless shelter.
All right, here's the deal. My name is Calvin Butler. I live here in Tallahassee, Florida, and I'm currently homeless. Now, I've seen all kind of stuff on the web where people say they're getting rich on the web with internet services, with websites, with AdSense, with all types of stuff. And from what I've been seeing, everybody on the web is a millionaire. They want to show other people how to become millionaires. Well, I'm not a millionaire. I have nothing. I'm just released from prison on May 1st, 2008, and I currently reside at the homeless shelter here in Tallahassee, Florida. But what I am going to attempt to do is create some online businesses. I am going to sign up with AdSense, since everyone says that's the thing to do. I'm going to try and get on Twitter and see if I can do some marketing there as well. The goal here is to see if I can take myself from nothing and see what I can turn it into within 1 year. I'm going to be giving a daily update by video like you see here. I'm going to do one each day, maybe 3 a day. I don't know yet. We'll just see how it goes. But this is the first. And what I have as far as my resources right now, I have resources that we have. We have one, Boost Mobile cell phone, unlimited calls, nights, weekends, text, and web, $50 a month. One Toshiba laptop, Toshiba satellite, equipped with a webcam and a built-in wireless card. But those are my resources. That's all I have. Nothing else. No money, no car, no place to live. This is not a gimmick. This is not a joke. This is real. This is my life. Diary of a Homeless Entrepreneur.
Now, as y'all can see there, I didn't even know how to pronounce the word Twitter. I was calling it Tweeter.
You know how to do it now, though.
Exactly. Look. When I tell you all, when I tell you all that the difference between wealthy and poor is knowledge, I'm telling you because I know from experience. I'm telling you because I know from experience. This is my other YouTube channel, Diary, of a Homeless Entrepreneur. It's got about a couple hundred videos. At present date, a couple hundred videos, and they're all, they're about my rise from being homeless to where I am now. Okay, because I'm still recording. But I'm telling you this because I know for a fact that these strategies work. How do I know? Because back in 2009, remember I first became homeless May 1st, 2008. Back in 2009, I started following on YouTube this gentleman, Mr. Brian Bean. Okay, this is this gentleman right here. Mr. Brian Bean is a wealth management strategist, and he has helped thousands of people to become millionaires. So I started following him on YouTube because he was talking stuff that I didn't know. I need to learn. And I was still homeless. I was still homeless when I started following him. And I was listening to him talk about, cutting your taxes, saving, getting more money in your pocket, taking that money and investing it into the markets and things like that. And I started following his advice. And lo and behold, I started to see how my money was just doubling, tripling, quadrupling. I just started making gains because I was following this guy's advice. Now, lo and behold, 8 years later, Brian Bean was approached by MWR because they wanted him to take over their training platform. Because MWR didn't start 10 years ago. It started about 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, about 2 years ago. Mr. Bean came on about 1 year and 2 months ago. In 1 year and 2 months, this gentleman took this program and revamped it to what it is currently is today. And he has, with MWR, he is up to where, what is he doing? Can somebody tell me what he's doing on his revenue? I don't want y'all to hear from me. Can someone tell me what he's doing on his on just one stream of his revenue? Remember he showed us his daily guarantee, right? His daily guarantee is I think it's like $1,375. His daily guarantee. His car bonus is maxed out at $3,000 per month. He is currently earning more than $30,000 per month. And he's not the only one. There are several people who are within the MWR platform, hundreds of people who are within the MWR platform who've been in for less than a year, and they're already at, daily guarantees of $500,000 per day. $20,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $10,000 a month, right? And that's not even the highest you can go, right? What's the highest you can go on somebody on the compensation? Can anybody tell me?
I think it's about 100 grand.
100 grand per month. 100 grand per month. How many millionaires have they created? Whew.
That's very decent, man.
Yeah, they created thousands of millionaires. And these were all ordinary people like you, me, Mr. Winch, Ms. Pompey, just ordinary people like yourself. And what changed? Knowledge. Knowledge. That's what changed. And the implementation of those financial experts that you can get for just $79 a month. Less than a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee costs you more than $2.67, because that's what this is, $2.63 a day. If that's all you want. If you just want the experts, if you don't consider yourself a salesperson, or you don't consider yourself, well, I don't want to own the business or anything. I don't want to do the business. I'm not like you, Calvin. I can't just get on there and talk to people all the time. Blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If you just want the access to your own team of financial experts who's going to go in and do the work for you, all you got to do is send them your credit report, right? Goody? Just send them your 3 credit reports, right?
That's right.
And they take over. They're going to take over. They see you something every day, right?
Yes. And I just got notified today that my millionaire date has changed.
Woo! Got shorter, but it means they get closer and closer, ain't it?
2035.
Oh Lord! Look, they just knocked out 3 years off this millionaire date because those experts are constantly going to work on your millionaire date. That's their goal, to get your millionaire date as close as possible. That's what those experts are doing for you. You don't have to do the work. You just have to let them have access to what you are, to what you have, and to what you're paying, and to what your credit is. You give them the access. Okay, now here's my 3 credit bureaus. Y'all go to work on it. You know, I got my team on that. Feels good to say that, don't it? Goody. It feels good to say, yeah, I got my team. I'm working on my credit.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Mr. Goody, how do you manage your, your money? I got my team working on that. I don't got to worry about that kind of stuff. Mr. Goody, you must be rich. Not yet, but I'm going to be. Look, knowledge,
sir.
people. Exactly. Yes, sir. It's knowledge. That's all it is just knowledge. That's the difference between being wealthy and being where you are right now. And I'm not saying you poor, because some of y'all are not poor. But I guarantee you, 90% of y'all are not wealthy. How do we know this? Because 90% of the population is not wealthy, because only 10% of the world's population is wealthy. And only 1% is independently wealthy. So that means the other 90% ain't wealthy, right? So if you're not part of the 10% or the 1%, you need to wake your behind up and get on this. You should be hitting up our people who are putting out this instant pay raise challenge. You all should be hitting this up right now. You all should be going to this website, to all the different, I know we've got people sharing it on Facebook, they're sharing it on Twitter, they're sharing it on LinkedIn, they're sharing it all over the place, okay? They're sharing it all over the place. So there's no excuse for you all not to start taking advantage of this. Just $79 per month. You pay more than that for stuff you don't even need. It ain't doing you no good. None of the stuff you're paying for right now is going to help you to become a millionaire. It's going to give you your millionaire date. It's going to help you to get debt free. You're going to straighten out your credit. It's going to put more money in your pocket from your check. None of that stuff. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're spending money on right now, I guarantee you it ain't doing that for you. Come on. I know it's not. That money you're spending on cigarettes, that ain't helping you. That's speeding you towards your death date. That's what that's doing. Now that can probably give you your exit date. You start smoking them cigarettes. And they $7 a pack. I can't imagine what they cost in California, some of the other states. $7 a pack, man. Some of y'all smoking 2-3 packs a day. That ain't gonna help you become a millionaire. That's gonna show in your life. Some of y'all like me, you spend too much food, you spend too much money on food, on I done gained weight, which I know I need to cut back. Okay? Come on. I need to cut back on them 4 for 4s. That's more than that $263 a day, right? What it costs off of this program. To have your team of experts to go to work for you to make you a millionaire. All of us have something that we can cut back on. You out there spending $100 a week on lottery? I got news for you. Have you hit it yet? Chances are you ain't gonna hit it. Stop playing the odds like that. Take that money, put it into this right here, on top of what we can show you what we're gonna help you to find more money for you. And you can be like Mr. Wentz, who started out with his millionaire day at 2038 and now dropped down to 2035. And look, by the time we finish doing what we're doing, his millionaire day is probably gonna be within the next 5 years. So we got some stuff that we're doing on our end, in our network, that's gonna supersize all of this. Now that's a conversation for another day. In the meantime, if you want to be part of what we have going on, as far as our way to supersize this, first of all, you got to become a member. You got to get your MWR Financial team of experts. You got to sign up for your team of experts with one of our existing members. And then you're gonna go become a member of the 100 Strong. Okay, you can look it up. It's on Facebook, the 100 Strong. It's also on LinkedIn, the 100 Strong. D100 STRONG. And we will talk about that at some other time on another broadcast. Okay, now to show you all who this gentleman is right here, let's go over to a website called, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to. I'm going to how to shift your income. And this will give you all a good understanding of who Mr. Brian Bean is. Pulls him up here. Where's my video here? Those having the video. There it is, right there. All right. This is Mr. Brian Bean.
Greetings, everyone. Brian N. Bean, the mentor to millions and creator of 7-Figure Frameworks, back with video number 10 from our 10, 20, 30 campaign. Now, what is that? 10 financial freedom facts that are going to help you in the year 2020, carry you through 2030 and beyond. We've had a great time, and today I just want to do something real simple. I want to give you a recap of all 10 videos. Now, I encourage you to go back through the playlist and look at all 10 as I hit on different things. But we started with the 2 financial objectives that everybody in this country should have. The fact of the matter is, until you learn the rules of the game in capitalism, you don't even know that financial objectives even exist. Your current lifestyle, number 1, should be paid for by your labor. Now, what does that mean? That means we all go to work every single day, or we own a business so that we can provide for our family, clothes, roof, food, water, basic necessities, education, but your future lifestyle is paid for by your investments. That's goal number 2. And it's hard to even think about goal number 2, which is the future, if you're barely making it in the present. We also talked about 4 financial challenges that keep you from hitting those 2 objectives. Number 1, inflation, the silent income killer. Every single day, the value of your dollar drops because entrepreneurs continue to increase the price of goods and services. If you can increase the amount of money you make every single day at the same rate that a business owner is increasing the price of their goods and services, then your dollar is losing value. Another challenge is taxes. Taxes take the first 1/3 of your paycheck. You don't believe me? I'm not going to argue. Look at your pay stub and you will see gross, you will see net, and oftentimes your net makes you feel gross. It's because of the taxes. Another challenge is debt. Debt is real simple. Debt is caused by taxes. If the government didn't take so much off the top, we wouldn't have to borrow so much on the bottom. And last but not least, big business has a way of making sure every single month, every single day, every single coupon, every single commercial, every single color, every tune they play on the music, every single commercial is designed to get in your pockets. And we wonder why we don't have any money left to invest. Inflation, taxes, debt, and big business have a way of making sure you never hit your 2 financial goals. We talked about the rules of the game. It's capitalism, guys. Don't get mad at capitalism. Just learn how to participate in capitalism instead of only contribute to capitalism. Some people don't even know that a game is being played and there are major pawns in it, and people will take advantage of that. We talked about the solutions. The solutions are simple. Let's get your cash flow up. Cash flow is measured in time. Income is measured in dollars. Your dollars may be okay, but the cash flow is how long your money actually stays with you. A lot of Americans have great income, but negative cash flow. Taxes have to go down, debt has to go down, and expenses have to go down in order for your cash flow to go up. We talked about business. Why? A home-based business. Why? You already have a place to live. Now turn some of your expenses into tax deductions. Wealthy people do it all the time. You see athletes start a foundation for youth in the inner city. You see actors buy a lot of land and save the llamas and silverback gorillas. Why? Not that they aren't benevolent, not that they don't have big hearts, but it's also a huge tax deduction because of the amount of money athletes and entertainers make. Well, the common person's way, or the middle class's way of playing by the rules of the wealthy, is to start in their home. Why? Because you already have one. By the time you take your positive cash flow, you take your business income from your home-based business and you parlay that into investment income, you finally brought your second goal full circle. Something has to work, just not you. Now that you're investing, you can't outwork money. Money doesn't get tired. Money does not call in. Money does not get a headache. Money does not get an attitude. All money knows is to create and make more money. Then and only then, ladies and gentlemen, will your second financial objective be obtained.
Look, y'all, that gentleman right there, I give him about 65% credit for my going from homeless to a self-made millionaire. Okay, because, and I've told him this, I didn't actually meet him until just a week ago, but I have been following him since 2009. Okay, I followed him. I've taken his advice. I didn't even know what MWR was until a week ago. Okay, because he didn't become a part of MWR until about a year and 2 months ago. So, but the things that he was putting out on YouTube, the advice that he was giving, is all the same stuff that he's poured into MWR to create this platform, to create this business model, to create this opportunity for you all to be able to have your own team of financial experts to go to work for you and making wealth real for you. That's what MWR is, making wealth real. Okay? Because up until now, it hasn't been real for us. We've been standing back, dreaming about it, right? But never, ever had the ability to create goals to help us reach it in reality. There's a difference between dreams and goals. Dreams are just fantasies. They're never going to come true. Goals will. Goals are something that you can actually work on. And the great thing about this is you don't even have to do the work. Let your financial experts do the work just like the rich people do, just like the wealthy does. Now you can have your team of financial experts that go to work for you. If it sounds like I'm passionate about this, because I am, because I know where I came from. I know where I came from. I'm reminded of it just about all the time. I was riding down Macomb Street just the other day. I was riding in my Range Rover, and a gentleman was on the side of the road with the sign. And it was a gentleman that I was in the homeless shelter with 10, 11 years ago. And he came up to the window and he said, "Hey, brother, can you help me out?" And I was like, "Man, you don't remember me?" He goes, "No." I said, "Yeah, you remember me. I was in the homeless shelter. I was with you 10 years ago. Remember, I was the guy walking around with a laptop talking about starting a business." He goes, "Oh, yeah, you're the homeless businessman. You know, yeah, man, I remember you, man. Look, God sure been good to you, man. Why don't you help me out?" I said, "Look here, man." I said, do you remember what you told me back then when we got that office space and the guy, he donated the office space to us? And I said, and I came and I was trying to get, a bunch of you all to come with me to work a business at the office space that was donated to us. And you remember what you told me? His face got sad and he dropped his head because he remembered. I said, "Well, let me remind you, you told me I was a damn fool. You told me, who the hell do you all think y'all are, getting dressed up and walking to an office space and y'all homeless? That shit ain't gonna never work. That's what you told me. Now, everybody that came along with me to work that office space, all of them are now business owners and homeowners. They're all doing good. And you're still right here where you are. Now, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm not going to give you money. No, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Here's my card. When you're ready when you're ready to stop doing whatever the hell you're doing, when you're ready for a real opportunity, use that card and give me a call. All right? Now, that right there exemplifies the difference between knowledge and not having the knowledge, or the difference between having the knowledge and acting upon the knowledge, because there's two parts to it. The knowledge by itself is not going to make you wealthy, but you got to act on it. Right now, you all have the knowledge. We just shared the knowledge with you. We shared the knowledge with you. Let me ask our people here right now. Right now, since you all have gotten this knowledge, which you all just got here in the last week, does your future look brighter to you? Do you not see a different life for yourself already?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's the difference. Because not only did they get the knowledge, they are acting upon it. Mr. Winch, how long ago did you submit your stuff to your experts?
I did that last week.
In a week, you have gone from being in debt to not really seeing any end in sight to to making an average income, and now you have your millionaire date, which has now been cut short by 3 more years, and it's going to get cut short even more as you keep doing stuff, as they keep doing stuff for you, and you have your debt-free date, which is next year. I mean, can you all not see the glory in that? I mean, seriously, if you're waking up every day and you're wanting to see yourself, man, how am I going? I got to get up to pay these bills. I got to get up. I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. You know, how am I going to do this? I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. Oh man, the light bill came this day. Oh my, it's $300. Oh God, Mr. Wish, you ain't worried about none of that right now, are you?
No, not anymore.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Because he's taking action. He got the knowledge, then took action. Now you all have the knowledge. Now it's time for you to take action. All right. When you get something from one of our members, from one of our wealth management specialists, so they're sharing their links and they're sharing everything out there, take the challenge, right? The specialist is going to follow up with you. They're going to send you a link to where you can go and get this for just $79.97 per month. Don't just look at it, act on it. Because I promise you, if you act on it and you send your stuff to your financial, and you let your financial experts go to work for you, within a week, not a year, not months, but within a week, your life will change. Your thought process will change. When you wake up in the morning, with a new pep in your step, just a whole feeling of, oh, I feel good about the day. I feel good about tomorrow. Because I know that I'm on the true path, a real path to wealth. And it's not just wealth for yourself, but it's wealth for you, your children. We're talking about generational wealth that you can pass on. Now, there are 3 types of people that we classify. The first type of people are those of you who have everything you need right now. You don't need no more money. You don't want no more money. Wealth doesn't concern you. You don't wake up worried about anything. Okay, you're not worried about generational wealth, not worried about passing wealth on anybody. You got everything covered. You good. You are perfectly happy. with your life as it is. You have no needs, no other needs or wants. That's fine. That's fine. We understand, and God bless you. That means you are number 3. Now, we only ask one favor, just one favor. When you get the information from one of our members, pass it on to someone who you believe can benefit from having the team of financial experts go to work for them on their credit, on lowering their taxes, on putting more money in their pocket, on creating their private reserve bank account so they can get on the path of wealth and get their millionaire date, on getting the land banking, which we haven't even talked about that, get involved with the land banking so that you can buy land without having to write a check, land that's in the path of growth. And then when people come along and say, hey, I need that land, you can pretty much write your own check on it and say, hey, I'm gonna need 20 million for that land right there. They know if you want it. I can't even wait to talk to y'all about that. But we're pressed for time. We've already hit our 1 o'clock mark, so we're gonna try and wrap this up real quick. But pass that on, pass that link on, pass that information on to someone who you feel can actually benefit from, because everybody's not in your position to be completely content and have no need to for more money or to wealth, or need to pass on your wealth to your generations. If you are number 2, okay, if you're somebody that needs this, you need those financial benefits, you do want to get your credit straightened out, you do want to raise your credit scores 150 to 250 points. You do need someone to show you how to cut your taxes and put more money in your paycheck right now, and show you how to take that money and convert it into a private reserve bank, how you can divert money from your 401k, from your bank accounts, from your savings account, from your investment accounts, and put it into your private reserve bank where your money is tied to the growth of the market and not to the drop. So you have zero risk of losing your money. And you can get your millionaire date, get your debt-free date, and experience generational wealth. If that's what you want, you are number 2. Click on the membership link and get it for $79.97 per month. Cup of coffee a day, $2.63 a day. Then you can have financial experts just like the wealthy do to manage your growth, manage your wealth growth. Now, if you're a person who wants all the full benefits, you want to have your own MWR Financial Business, you want to be a MWR Financial Director and be able to help others to become wealthy. And at the same time, you're creating 10 ways to get paid, 10 streams of income, on top of having the financial experts to work on your growth and your wealth. So you got them working on your growth and in your wealth, and you're working on it at the same time by participating in the business. If you want that, then click on the opportunity link and get signed up with the opportunity. $228.97 is what it costs to have your own business. I don't know how many businesses you can start for less than $300 that have the type of results that this has. Mr. Wentz just started a week ago. When this stuff a week ago, he already has his millionaire date. Some of us who just started this a week ago are already at $120 a day, $250 a day, $290, $350. I'm up to about close to $400 and some odd dollars right now. I got my thing saying that I got $400 some odd dollars in my my e-wallet, because every day I'm getting paid. Started out with 98, then it went to 150 something, then it went to 2 something, then it went to 3 something, now it's at 4 something. And really, I've only helped about 25 people. What happens when I get to the point where Mr. Bean is when he helped 590 some people? Oh my God. This is life-changing, people. This is the most important product that we have to date as part of our core products. This is the most important thing that we've talked about in the last 3 years that we have been doing the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatcher Network that we've been doing the broadcast. This is the most important thing that's on Facebook right now. I don't care what else you're listening to. I don't care what other group you're a part of. Ain't none of them going to do for you what those financial experts are going to do for you. I promise you that. If you're on LinkedIn, this is the most important thing on LinkedIn right now. I guarantee you that. Don't sleep on this. Please don't sleep on this. Because a year from now, you're going to be looking at some of us and saying, man, I wish. Don't get caught like that. Okay, this is important. This is the conversation that we as a people, everybody should have been having with their children, in their churches, at their job, in your organizations. These conversations should have been going on in the schools. But we're having this conversation now. Why? Because the only thing that separates the wealthy from the poor is knowledge. All right, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to share, my link on Facebook. I'm sorry, I can't get on Facebook until tomorrow because Facebook has me in jail. So if some of y'all are watching me on Facebook, you're actually watching a share, from our YouTube channel, from some of our members. So that's how we're on Facebook. Let me find my link here, and I'm going to share it with everybody. My MWR. Go back to my biz center. I see we just had somebody to sign up during our broadcast. I actually didn't just take the challenge with someone I actually just signed up. Let me see who that is. And congratulations to them. Let's see who they are. We just had, and see who they're placed under. Enrollment team. We just had Mr. Mario Lee to sign up, and he is placed under who? Visualizer. This is our back office, everybody. Mr. Mario Lee went under, he's in whose organization? Looked like he went in Miss Larissa Pompey's organization. Now, you all don't see him here because it looks like he went in probably Miss Ruth. I think he signed up under Miss Ruth Shalom. Yeah, because Judith and Walter are under Tiangela. And Miss Underwood has Garmin, Cyprian, and Corey and Cody Monroe. So that means that must be the one that's under Miss Ruth Shalom. So Mario Lee, thank you. Look, we're gonna be getting with you. Don't forget to go join the 100 Strong on LinkedIn and on Facebook, because we've got some stuff that's going on there that is gonna help everybody within our network to reach that millionaire status in lightning time, okay? So join the 100 Strong. It doesn't cost you anything to join the 100 Strong. Go join the 100 Strong. Get on that so we can talk about us starting our fundraisers, that we're going to do to help us be able to pump $1 million into our private reserve account each year, help us to pump $1 million into the land banking each year as a group where everyone has a 10% stake in it, a 10% share in it, and it's going to help you all to put somewhere between $10,000, $12,000 or better each year on top of the money you're already putting into your private reserve bank, and help you all get to that $40,000 to be able to put $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 into your land banking account. That's what the 100 Strong is going to do, on top of everything that you all just witnessed and heard about today, how easy it is. But our network is doing some things that is going to help us to supersize our growth. All right? I hope everybody has really, really, really learned something here today. I mean, everybody who is listening, everybody who is taking part into what we are, and everybody who's part of our network. I hope everyone has learned something. I hope, you know, that the knowledge has been shared with you. And hopefully you all have gained the knowledge and now your eyes are open and you see yourselves, you know, now you see a future. I mean, you really see yourselves becoming millionaires. Some of us already have our millionaire date. Okay, so let's keep moving. You know, don't sleep on this. Please don't sleep on this, because this is more valuable than anything you all have heard about or talked about or been exposed to ever. Because it helps you bridge the gap between the wealthy and where you are now. Okay, so I'm going to share this link, and I want everybody to share their link. I want everybody out there to share their links. If you are already an MWR Financial Director, just have somebody else to go on. Mr. Walter Brown. Nope. Yep. Just watch, do what you call it. And some other people just watched it. So we're going to share this. Yeah.
I've been trying to download that video and I can't get it to download.
Which one?
That one you're watching right now.
Right here. You got to go to your Make Wealth Wheel link in your back office. And then you have to submit it. You have to put in your information, your email address, name, phone number, and then it'll take you over to it. Now, you can't download it. You can share it, but you can't download it. You understand what I'm saying? The only way for you to download it, I figured out a way to download it. I go to Zoom, right? And then I put it on, I activate my computer sound. Then I put it on the full screen. Then I go to my Zoom, and I click what? Share, and then I click it and start it. And at the same time, I'm recording it on Zoom. You got it?
Okay.
And and the way to get it downloaded, you have to record it to your computer. Like when you do your record on Zoom, do your recording, hit record to your computer, and then it will be saved to your computer as if it was downloaded. Got it?
Got it.
All right. I just taught y'all something. Yeah, I've been playing with this a lot. So, but you can also go to the MWR Financial's YouTube channel and just share them, because there are no links underneath it. So it's put on the YouTube channel for you all to be able to share, and people have to come back to you to get signed up. Okay? Because there are no links on them on their channel. So they made them to where everybody can share them without it going to without the lead going to someone else. Okay? All right. Let me go on YouTube and share this with our YouTube people. Here on YouTube, I want everybody to go to here and watch this video. Okay? Everybody go watch that video on YouTube. Ms. Lena Johnson says, wow, I need this mindset and knowledge. Well, now you have it. Now let's make sure you act on it. And there you are, Ms. Lena Johnson. Go to those links and watch that. And when you watch that, we will contact you and show you how you can get your financial experts and how we can get you on the path to building wealth, okay, to hit your millionaire date and your debt-free date. All right. Look, everybody, this is so important. This is so important. I wouldn't be wasting my time here, spending all this time with you all, bringing you all this information if it was not important. The people who are here today with us, on our Zoom meeting, they wouldn't be here if this was not important. So if you received your link, if you taking the challenge, okay, you all should be receiving some follow-up information. Everybody who sent out the challenge, when people click on your challenge and you get the information, contact them. Don't sit on it. Send them the information. Let them know what they need to do to get started. Shoot them the membership link if they want just the membership. Shoot them the opportunity link if they want both the membership and the opportunity. This is important. We need to share this with as many people as possible. We need to get everybody involved because this is so important. This is so important. Okay. This is about your financial health. And in this day of COVID and people not being able to get out and work and pursue, our financial growth like you would normally do, this is a godsend. I mean, it really is. Do y'all not agree with that? This is literally like, you talk about timing. I mean, almost as if it was planned, right? Think about everything we've gone through this year. There are millions of people who have been laid off, don't have a place to go back to work to right now. And even millions more who are afraid to go back to work. You don't want to be out there in public shaking hands and people in front of you and coming up to you and touching the same things you're touching right now, right? So, I mean, this is a godsend. If you don't need this, I mean, you don't need anything. All right? All right, everybody. I appreciate you all. God knows I do. I want to thank each and every last one of our National Dispatchers Network members for joining us today. Let's get out there and make wealth real. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day. It's been a great broadcast. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I appreciate all of you all. I hope all of y'all enjoyed it. Did everybody enjoy today's broadcast?
Outstanding.
Great. That's what I like to hear. Because we want to make sure that we're putting out some great information. We want to make sure that we're sharing the knowledge. Thank you. All right. We want to make sure that everybody gets this because this is so important. This is so important. I mean, God knows it is so important. And we want to make sure everybody understands the gravity of what this is. Okay. I mean, I really do. Mr. Winch, Goody, hey, brother, I'm so happy for you. God knows I am. I know there are others out there who've gotten their millionaire date, everything, I'm so happy for you. I can't even hardly contain myself, man. I mean, I don't know if you can see the smile on my face right now, but my God, I am so happy for you, man, because that's what it's all about. This is what it is all, about.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. But I wouldn't have gotten this start if it wasn't for you, Mr. Butler. So thank you for getting me started. I really appreciate it.
Look, man, I appreciate you, and you're welcome. But I'm gonna be honest with you. None of this would be possible without our branch owners, and the way we're set up. Because within our network, if you all are part of the National Dispatchers Network and you're part of the branch owners, without the National Dispatchers Network members and the branch owners, we would not be able to, because within our network, we actually reimburse you all for your startup costs, okay? Because we have an internal budget, because everyone has put money into our network. And within our internal budget, it allows us to go out and find opportunities like this to help all of us to come up. Y'all have a great day. Have a great weekend, everybody. I appreciate all of you all. It's been great day. I love the vibe that we have. I love the path that we're on. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you all on Monday. Remember, Monday night, we have Assurance USA training, and we have our MWR invite meeting at 9 o'clock on Monday night. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great and blessed day. Love each and every last one of you all. Thank you all again so very much. And remember, make wealth real. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Calvin.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Carvin. You all have a good weekend.
All of you all, great weekend.
Can you stay on for a minute? I have a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
My website. I know you logged in and got on it, but I could never get on it.
On your MWR website?
Yes.
All right, what's your MWR website address?
It's a plan for you.
Oh,
I mean,
Mr.
it's planned for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, type it in here because I've been on your website. I can't remember. I can't imagine why you can't get in.
Yeah.
Do you remember your login? Your login should be your email address that you signed up with and whatever password you created.
I was logging in with numbers at first. It was like numbers that they gave me at first.
No. That's why. All right. You were logging into that's for your e-wallet.
Oh yeah, that was for
your e-wallet.
I didn't ever reset that because I can't get on my website.
Yeah, you have an actual login for your back office site, your My Biz site. All right, let's do this. Go to, type your website address in here, or copy and paste your website address in right here.
Okay.
So your organization is growing.
I see.
Your organization is running away.
I didn't realize how fast it was growing until you.
I mean, yeah,
right then.
You should have about $300 some odd in your e-wallet right about now.
Last time I checked was about 3. Yeah, it was 2 something.
Yeah, I mean, your organization is growing very fast. So, yeah, go ahead and type that in and send it over to me so I can take a look at it.
Not true.
You typed it in yet?
I'm doing it now. I'm doing it. Just make sure I get it right.
It should be MWRfinancial.com / I think it was plan for you or a plan for you.
Yeah, it was planned for you. That's what I was trying to figure out. Was it a plan for you or a plan for you?
Hold on, let me find out.
Okay, it wasn't a dot at the financial. Was it? Oh yeah, .com.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. MWR Financial. .com. I thought it was / a plan for you.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I thought it was. That's why I was kept putting in. But when I did it, it didn't work.
Let me see. It might be planned for you, but I thought it was a plan.
No, I think it was planned.
No, it's a plan for you. Because I'm on the site right now.
I tried a plan too, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, it's a plan. Both. It's a plan for you because I'm on your site right now. And if I go down and where it says join, it pops up your name. Yep, Larissa Pompey. So it's a plan for you. It's here. I'm going to share it with you real quick.
Okay, yeah.
This is it right here. Let me share it with you. What's my chat? Larissa Pompey. Oh, yeah. One moment.
Mhm.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, that's your website address, okay? MWRfinancial.com/a plan for you. All right, so when you go there.
Oh, see, do the double slashes got to be at the beginning? Because
yeah,
whenever you log into the website, that's automatically there.
Yeah, you got to have your double slashes there. It's HTTPS double dot, a little dot, right?
Mhm.
Dot, a little, up and down dot sign. And then you got // MWRfinancial.com/a plan for you. You don't have to have the www dot, but when you put it in, it's got to be that, MWRfinancial.com/a plan for you.
Okay.
Now you on your page?
Yeah, let me save this on my page.
All right. Now, all you got to do from there is go up where it says Biz Center and click where it says Biz Center. Because it should have you logged in already. If not, you got to click Login, right? And your login is going to be your email address that you signed up with and whatever password you created. You remember doing that when they asked you for an email address?
Yeah, the username, password.
Yeah. So you're gonna put in.
That down.
So you're gonna put in the email address that you signed up with and your password. Because you get emails from MWR Financial, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, that's the email address you're gonna use. That email address. And then you're gonna put in your password, and then you're gonna be able to get into your Biz Center. Okay?
Okay. Hold on before you close out. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I say this.
Okay.
Bookmark. Okay.
You got it now?
Yes. Thank you so much for the time.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Look, your organization is growing. so just think of how fast it'll grow when you start adding people to it too.
Right.
So, yeah.
I be inboxing a lot of people chatting, and I think some people supposed to be coming on. So
yeah. All right. Look. Have you sent your stuff over to your financial experts yet?
No, I'm working on that this weekend while I'm off.
Look, Ms. Pompey, I am so excited for all of you all. I can't wait to see what they're going to do for you. I can't wait to see your millionaire day.
Great stuff. Yeah.
And your debt-free day, because look, I know the commitment you made to our network. And if your commitment to this is just 10% of what you have committed to our network, I mean, God, I can't even.
I appreciate you for making it happen. Yes.
I can't even contain my excitement just waiting to hear, about, the things that they're going to be able to do for you because I know you are dedicated to your goal of creating, generational wealth. I know that. No one has to tell me about you because I know that.
So day one, I'm like, no, I'm going all out. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is it. That's why this has taken priority over everything else. Okay, because it deserves that priority. I mean, it really does. Yes, we're still working on other stuff, but this right now is priority.
Right.
Okay. All right. You have a great weekend. I appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you as well.
All right, everybody.
Bye.